So that was the beginning of my independent hip hop journey. 95.
That had to be a roller coaster, man, to have a deal and then snatch you.
Yeah, man. It's like all of your dreams crushed. But not really though, because
how were you able to take that and go independent?
Well, at that time, that was like the era for independent rap flourishing. You know, there was a whole culture that was developed from 95 on for the next like 5 years, really strong underground hip hop culture. Some people like to label that stuff backpack, which I never liked the term. I think that's a bullshit term.
It was kind of derogatory, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's just like, come on, man, really, like, you know, a lot of us that were doing it, we could, if the industry hadn't flipped the way it did, as far as like the kinds of records that they wanted to start promoting and pushing, a lot of us would have had deals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, the music we were making wasn't really much different from the records that were coming out years prior. You know, from like 91, you know, to like middle of the 90s. Like, you know, it just so happened that the direction from a lot of these labels just changed. There was a fan base for it. So we were thriving, and then a lot of the records that we were selling independently they were doing really well. We were selling a lot of units. We would drop like, our first record, Beyond Real, we sold like 10,000 copies of a single.
Damn.
And we were pushing records in Japan. That record and the first 2 remixes I did in 95, 96, Stakes is High for De La Soul, Das Effects, Microphone Master, J Live, who was independent at the time. Those were like the first 3-4 joints.
Okay.
Japan ate those records up, and the UK, London, ate those records up, and those were my first 2 international trips. Literally, Japan and then London the next year.
Very dope.
So that started a whole other journey for me.